Step up your lead guitar playing with these fingering ideas in this week's episode. Stay tuned. So I want to share a secret to lead guitar that really opened things up for me. That, I say it's a secret. I do see it shared online, but you have to really look for it. So I think it's a rarer thing that I don't hear talked about a lot. I do find it. And this idea is to learn your scales playing repeated pitches. And I'm going to show you that for diatonic and pentatonic scale shapes. The repeated pitches give you an extra note on your string. So I'm going to demonstrate this. I was in the key of E major. I could do it in any key if we want. Might as well, I'll just stay in the key of E major. Why not? So I'll demonstrate this, say, at the 7th position. So yay shape. And you know, normally if you learned your scales, you've learned a 3-note per string thing. And that's a wonderful way to practice and play these. But what I want to get you doing is adding that 4th note to the equation. And that's in this, on the A string, that landed on an A, and then I'm going to repeat that A. That's where the repeated pitches come in. So and actually I would normally probably play that. I shifted up, didn't I? I gotta admit, when I go back, I don't want to add the 4th note, do I? It's roughly the idea. Okay, I mean, if you want to practice this, if it's just as new for you, you literally want to be playing 4 notes a string. And you can see that I'm forgetting as I go low, having to retrain myself on that, and I'll share why in a little bit. But those are basically, we're learning diatonics, 4 notes a string instead of 3 notes. And by adding that 4th note, you're adding a duplicate pitch. You might say, why would I want to do that? Most of the time you don't. That's why I had to like brush up on it a little bit, but don't let that deceive you. This is very valuable, even if we're repeating pitches, at least to learn it, so that when you practice and you play, you can like pull from this to not repeat pitches. So what I'm normally doing with diatonics is playing 3 notes a string, sometimes 2, by the way. It depends on the strings and the intervals and if I'm skipping notes, but if I'm playing it straight up and down. And let's say I get to, I'm going to call this a pivot point, okay? And what I mean by that, maybe it's a place where I'm going to linger. I'm on the B string. Or turn back around, turn my direction around. I might add a 4th one there. I'm back to 3 notes. I'm on the 1st string, 4, and back to 3. 3, 4. Okay, so up to at a faster clip. So I'm playing 4, back to 3. I can add little patterns like that. So that's the idea, okay? And you want to learn how to play 4 notes of string for all 7 of your diatonic shapes. And obviously that's, like down here, 2nd fret, playing E major, it's a big stretch, okay? So change keys so that you can play it higher up on the fretboard. Because you get too low and this is impractical, okay? I mean, it might be useful if you want to take that 4th note, you're learning how to visualize it so that you can tap the 4th note instead. You could do that lower. Although I got to reach pretty far to get that, Learning them 4 notes of string helps me to get the visualizations in my mind so that I can use a tapping option, which I would have to do if I'm low, or when I'm up high, I can do the stretch, okay? And I say up high, I mean, for me, and I get up about the 8th or 9th position, my fingers can reach, and your mileage may vary. I could really even do it on the 7th position. Some of that depends upon the width of the neck. This is a chunky C. I say chunky. It's a medium width 60s C shape. My favorite feel of a neck. It's favorite dimensions on a neck. It's why you see me at the Silver Sky so much. Why I love the guitar so much. It's not too thick, not too thin. But I used to play those Ibanez Wizard necks. They're really thin, and you can get a little more stretch out of that. What will also help for stretching. Obviously, the higher you go, the more you can get your stretches. But you're also going to get more stretches if you raise that neck up a little bit. Even raising the guitar up a little bit. That might be why Petrucci plays with his knee, on the guitar, and he's got a pedestal on his bottom of his foot. He was classically trained, but that allows him to raise that leg and get that guitar up a little higher to get some of those stretches. So there's a practical reason for doing that. So that's diatonic. You want to learn all 7 shapes, and then I want to show it to you with pentatonic. Okay, I'll stay in a key of E. So, but we might think minor. I know we like minor, relative minor for pentatonic. So I've got some static in that pot I gotta fix. So I'm thinking C sharp minor right here. Okay. Normally I'd play like our standard box, 2 notes of string. So practice these 3 notes of string, and I'm repeating the F sharp. Okay, get really good at all those shapes. I don't normally play them 3 notes of string like you just saw me do, but you can see that I can. What I normally would do is play these 2 notes, and at what I'm called those pivot points, add a 3rd note. You can see it also helps me to play certain sequences, like messed it up a little bit at the bottom, but that pattern is pretty close to something I heard Petrucci, mentioning him again, do on Erotomania on one of the solos. I don't remember if he was in the key of E major or what, or C sharp minor, but and something like that. It was a subset. It wasn't quite as long as what I just did, but if I had to play that 2 notes of string, it's doable. It's going to be a little more challenging. Let me see if I can try it up to speed. I can do it, but it's actually easier adding that third note sometimes. So that's that slow. There, I played it better that time. So these are really invaluable. 3 notes a string, pentatonic, 4 notes a string, diatonic. So shred is not dead. If you like the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your buddies, call a friend. Thank you for watching. Until next time.